Hello, thank you so much for coming back to my channel to watch this foundation video. It is on the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. So if you'd like to see my thoughts and opinions, see me apply it, wear test, all that kind of stuff, then please keep on watching. Also make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, bookmark my page, upload a video every single day of the week, plus I also do live streams every Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love for you to be able to come on back and watch whenever you would like. So this is a retry for me. Years and years ago, I'd probably say 7 or 8 years ago, I tried the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. And I have to be honest, I did not like it. I returned it to Ulta. Okay, so I did pick this up again, and I've been using it. I've been trying it out for, I'd probably say about 2 months to try to find the best way. Okay, so I'm not going to give too much away, but as you can see, my skin's kind of freaking out. I don't know if it's the change of the season. I don't know if it's the birth control pills, but I do have some acne to cover up. Okay, so it is, right now it is 6:55 in the morning. Okay, so it's pretty early. My skin is washed and moisturized. Okay, so a couple of claims about this foundation. Okay, it's supposed to be up to 25 hours of wear. It's supposed to be humidity proof, sweat proof, transfer proof, all these amazing things, but it's also supposed to help keep your skin moisturized for up to that 25-hour period. It's supposed to be great for the summer. I do have combination skin. This is a very old school foundation. There's no pump on this, okay? I did pick up the shade 101 Classic Ivory, and it does look a little bit dark, but it totally works with my skin, okay? I did buy this on Amazon. I will link it down below for you if you're interested. You can buy it there. It will be an affiliate link, but by no means you don't have to use it. Okay, so what we're going to be actually doing is I'm going to be using a brush and a sponge. I'm not a huge sponge person, but I want to show you the way it applies and the way it wears. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I do like to shake it. This does have an SPF of 18. Okay. So, and it is scented. It does have a little bit of a scent to it, so just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and just pour some on the back of my hand. One thing I'm going to tell you about this foundation is less is more. Okay, you don't want to go in with a super heavy amount. Okay, at that point it's going to look cakey. It's not going to live up to the claims that it says. So I think I'm going to use the brush on this side of my face to see if I can get this covered. But there we go. It's a medium thick. I mean, it's running a little bit, but it's running slow. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip my brush into it. Once again, I'm picking up very little because I don't want to do too much. So it does have good coverage. It does claim to be a full coverage foundation. I would say it's a very, very high medium. If you do layer it, it can be full coverage. Okay, so here it is with the brush. It's one thin layer. Look how much I still have on the back of my hand. It did cover up the acne pretty well. I mean, especially for not having any concealer or anything down. So, looks pretty good. I just have a Real Techniques brush, or I'm sorry, a Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to go ahead and just dot it on the other side of my face. Just that way I'm not dipping the sponge directly into it. Okay. Okay, so this is the side with the sponge. Definitely a lot lower coverage. As you can see, I did get better coverage with the brush. Texture-wise, I do think the side with the brush does look a little bit heavier, but that's pretty normal with a sponge versus a brush. So sponge side, hardly covered anything. So we're going to go in with a little bit more. We're going to try to layer it up to get it to about the same coverage. Once again, I'm just going to get the smallest amount on the back of my hand. I don't need very much. That's how much I got. Take a little bit more, and I'm going to try to cover up this zit. Okay, and along with this one as well. A little bit around my nose too. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out the sponge side first. Okay, so I think that's about as good as we're going to get on the sponge side, but it looks pretty nice. It's not sitting in my pores super heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Okay, so we have about 2.5 layers on this side because I had to layer up a third layer on like the zits and stuff. This is one layer, except for right here on the zit. This is one layer with the brush, so I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and powder it down with the same powder on both sides. It's the Coty Airspun in Rosy Beige. This is a really nice powder as it doesn't really affect the wear time of whatever foundation you're wearing. It's just a nice setting powder, so I'm going to go ahead and let's do that. Okay, so I didn't pick up a ton. Okay, so it's all powdered down. Let's check the time. Okay, so it is 7:04, so we're calling the first check-in 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock in the morning. I think it looks pretty nice. I think for having no concealer on, it did cover up the zits pretty well. I mean, they're pretty big and very inflamed, so pores are looking really, really nice on both sides. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with the way this looks. So I'll check back with you guys here in a little while, and we'll see how both sides are stacking up. Whether the sponge side or the brush side ends up looking better throughout the day. So I'll see you here in a little bit. Hello, so it is currently 12:18 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for a little over 5 hours. So I'm gonna get scrunched in here. Okay, so I did put on a little bit more makeup, just very, very basic bronzer, highlighter, blush, you know, nothing super crazy. Okay, so let's see. This is the side with the brush. Okay, so it's looking a little bit cakey around my nose. Okay, this is the sponge side. Do feel like I did lose some coverage, and this is these two spots are the spots that I like tripled up on just to do some extra coverage. So still looking cakey around the nose a little bit. Okay, so it did settle pretty severely in my forehead lines. I mean, all foundation does settle into forehead lines, but this one does seem to have done it a little bit more. So from far away, I think it looks still really, really nice. I got a little bit of dew on my nose. Let's go ahead and see about the transferring. I've just been doing a little bit of cooking and cleaning, nothing super strenuous. I haven't been like outside or anything like that, but let's see. Okay, so fingers are clean. Okay, I'm just gently rubbing. Oh, heck no. So yeah, I got quite a bit of transfer on my fingers. Okay. Luckily, I don't see any finger marks, so, but I still think it looks really, really nice for being on for a little over 5 hours. I think it looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and keep wearing this for a little bit longer, finish doing the stuff I'm doing, and I'll touch base with you guys here in a little while. Hey, so the time is 4:10 in the afternoon. So this foundation's been on for a little over 9 hours. And I want to show you what it's looking like. So I've been baking, so I have been doing a little bit of sweating and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's creasing right by my mouth. Do you see that? I don't think I've ever had a foundation crease near my, like right here. Yeah, smile line, sure. But right here, no, I haven't. And then once again, I'm not wearing concealer. Look at this. You see how bad and creasy my under eyes are? And it's like super cakey. So once again, this is the side with the sponge. Do you see around my lips? It's like super cakey. Around the nose, once again. And that forehead has just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's ridiculous. Okay, so fingers are clean, okay? Once again, I'm just gonna do gently rub. I'm not gonna like be doing anything vigorous, okay? Yeah, this is not transfer resistant or transfer proof. There's no way. It looks really cakey. Once again, this is the side with the sponge, so even the side with the sponge is creasing around the mouth. Yes, the side with the brush definitely is worse, but it's just, yeah. So, my final thoughts on the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour full coverage foundation with comfort serum. Yeah, this is not my most favorite foundation. I definitely don't recommend it. Like I said, I've been trying for a good month and a half, 2 months, trying to find a way to make this work for my skin type, and it just doesn't. It doesn't work with a sponge, it doesn't work with a brush, it doesn't work with fingers, and I hate applying foundation with fingers. From far away and on camera, it looks nice, it looks pretty still, okay? But it's when you get up close, and I'm not even talking about like the crusty zit, fine, whatever, okay? But the creasing around the mouth, I don't know if you can see how much it's like into my pores. Like, it's ridiculous. And it just smears right off. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, it's very, very smeary. It transfers a lot. I have some foundations that don't claim to be transfer resistant or transfer proof, and they don't transfer as bad as this does. But once again, from far away, I think in photos and on camera, it looks really beautiful. But up close and in person, I wish you could see my pores. I wish you could actually be looking at me in real life and seeing what this looks like, because it does not look good. So, I mean, I definitely don't see myself wearing this for, like, special occasions or anything like that. Maybe for photos or something. But in real life, I mean, look at the chin. Look at that. I mean, I don't think it layers well on top of each other. I don't know. It's just not a great foundation for my skin type. We're saying that this is supposed to be like full coverage and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like sweat, heat, and humidity and transfer proof for up to 25 hours. We got 9 hours in. Okay, I have combination skin. It's not even oily skin. My oily area is like right here. Okay, it's not my chin. It's not very much my forehead. It's mostly my nose. Okay, a little bit in my T-zone, but mostly right here. Okay, the issues I'm having is around my mouth and on my chin. And yes, I did layer up like in these areas to try to cover the zits, but no, unfortunately the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation is not my cup of tea. I did retry it, you know, after I tried it years ago, and once again I had that same experience. I've seen some people, this is like their holy grail foundation, and I think that is awesome. If you find an affordable foundation that works for you, do it. I love Rimmel's Stay Matte foundation. I even like the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable foundation. That's a great foundation as well. But just the original in the red cap, nah, it's not for me. It doesn't do well on my skin, and I tried it with the sponge and with the foundation brush, and it just doesn't work well for me. So unfortunately, yeah, it's definitely a no-go. I really did try lots of ways. I've been trying it out for a really long time, trying to find a way to make it work, and it just doesn't work for my skin. So not every foundation is a winner, and unfortunately the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour, it's not a winner for me. It's definitely a loser. It's a loser. No, but it's okay. It was affordable, and I have tried mixing it with other stuff, but I don't know, maybe I'll find a friend that doesn't mind that I've used some and give it to them. They might like it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth wear test on the very affordable Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour. If it's your holy grail, I'm super happy for you. I'm glad it works because I think the color match is really nice. I like that it's affordable. It just doesn't work for me. So no hard feelings if it works for you and it doesn't for me. That's cool. I'm glad. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure that you share it. Maybe there's people out there that feel like they're weird or they're broken or their skin's weird, and that they can't use this awesome foundation. They've heard so many good things about it. Well, you're not the only one, so don't feel bad. Leave a comment down below. I would love to know, what is a foundation or a beauty or skincare product that seems like everyone loves, but you don't? I would love to know down below in the comments. And don't forget, you are always welcome to follow me on my other social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's all at Budget Glam Babe. Don't go anywhere quite yet. I should have another video starting to play here really, really shortly, or you can always click on one of the videos that's popping up around me, and you can keep hanging out with me. I'd really appreciate it. So I'll see you here in just a second.